now.
Let's make a comic book, but let's make it a little bit different. Instead of one person or a team making the whole book, we're going to have every panel made by a different cartoonist. We're going to do 1 page per episode, so the number of guests is the number of panels on the page. So now you're probably wondering, what's this comic book going to be about? Well, let me tell you. It's going to be about a robot. This robot, whose name is Blank. What happens next? Nobody knows, but it's going to be fun finding out. Hello! Welcome everyone to Let's Make a Comic Book. This is episode 3, I believe. We've got some guests here. Let me start again. Not live, so don't worry about it. My name's Ed Pearson. I'm going to be your host tonight. I'm going to do a really good job. And we've got Nick Perry here, and we've got Tim Best and Tom Tung.
Howdy.
The cameo of his hand, and we got Sis on the 1s and 2s. And so tonight we're going to be drawing page 4 of the Let's Make a Comic Book. And if you put me to full screen, Sis, can show you last week's page. So we had, here's my mouse. The Logan French started us off.
Look at that.
The eyeball attack. And then Alex Major with the tender panel there. Such soft, smooth metal. And then Blank says, Tihi, Oru. And then the tone shifts with Peter Lawson. But that looks like it might be a bit of a betrayal, but we don't know what's going to happen because we don't know who's going to draw the next panel yet.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy.
let's have a look. We're gonna we'll start with Nick. And I've got 3 different versions of Centipede here. This little arcade handheld unit. Got the Atari 2600 and the television version. So
Yeah, right. I'm going to go with the Atari, if you'll let me, sir.
this one, my screen.
That's the one. That's the one for me.
So that is number 2.
Do it.
And now, Ken, you get to pick one.
On your left, the centipede game.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. That is number 1. You get to go first. And then Tom will be going last.
Sounds
But
good.
before we get to that, we have to pick a panel layout, and it's going to be one of these 2. And Tom, I got this lovely wood grain Atari.
Yep.
So you can pick
Lovely.
between that one or this equally lovely wood grained in television.
Ooh. I've got to go with the Atari, I think.
So we're going to go Atari. These are much heavier than I think they would be. So that is number 2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
Atari VCS, which is that one.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Nice.
Traditional trick ditch.
Nice stack. All right, so is it Ken was first?
Yep.
All right, so you can start drawing, Ken,
Okay.
and we'll give you a bit of time. And then Is there any comments?
Yes, there is. You just beat me to saying that. There's one from Richo. Good evening, everybody. Let's fill in some blanks. Nice little pun there. Ben Sullivan's a hey all. So what's happening next? We'd love to know as well. And Nick May, well, I'm looking forward to this. Have a good one, peeps.
Thank you, Richo and Ben and Nick. So, let's have a little chat while Ken's getting a start on his panel. So, Tom, you've got a TV show on the Comics Network.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, every Tuesday night, I'm live drawing whatever the audience feels like. I think last week we did animals drawn as Avengers or in costumes of Avengers, and next week we're doing, if no one suggests anything else, gender flipped Justice League.
Oh,
My.
how's the show been going?
It's been great fun. Yeah, and it's been nice, and it's a good mix of things to draw on there too. So yeah.
And I have to hold back the urge every week not to ask for a copy of the drawings because they're so cool.
So you're drawing traditional on your show?
Yes. Yeah. And
Very quick.
I caught up on Let's Make a Comic Book the other night, so I'm keen to jump into this one.
Nice.
Before this all started, did you have an idea of where you thought blank might go?
No, I had no idea. That's why with the original panel, I tried to stuff in as much like stuff like you see in the background. There's fantasy and future and the like post-apocalypse and stuff, just to give the first artist like something to jump off, like a jump off point. And Deshaun kicked it all off with the attacking eyeball, which was really cool.
Yeah. We've got another comment from Robbie Kearsley, funnily enough. And what drawing styles does everyone do?
That's a good question. Nick, what drawing style do you do?
How do I answer that? Like, what are the options? What's the terminology?
Do you do like manga style or
I don't
superheroes?
know. I think I do toony style, but I'm trying to do more superhero style.
Oh, cool.
In my day-to-day, or I'm always lately I just sit down and I think how I can make more of my own style. Like when I'm drawing the budgie, I know how that goes, but how do I draw people is something I'm sort of trying to figure out at the moment. Yeah, but I think for the blank robot, I'll probably be leaning into the toony stuff, but we'll see what happens.
Excellent. What about you, Ken?
I've been told I have a cartoony style, but I've worked a lot to try to get my style more realistic. So I mainly do pencils now. So I do a lot of shadows and cross hatching and try to get my anatomy as correct as I can. It's kind of like a superhero style. But I can flip between the styles if I need to, depending on the script. I try to. I am doing superhero books at the moment with Torn, so I try to keep it because the anatomy is important with Torn because the suits that they wear are skin tight, like the superhero type. So the anatomy's got to be fairly good, and and backgrounds. I work a lot on the backgrounds and try to bring some sort of realism to it.
Excellent. What about you, Tom?
I guess I'm mostly cartoony. I like to be a bit of everything. So I've recently been doing a bunch of art studies of my favorite comic artists and trying to find out what makes them tick and draw like them. So yeah, I like drawing like Brian Lee O'Malley. That's a really fun style to do. I figured I'll do some warm-up blanks while I'm sitting here.
I figured you'd be drawing while you were waiting.
Yeah, I'm booking blank tests. I'm firing blanks over here as well.
What guys were you studying? What artists?
So I was doing it weekly for the last month. So daily for the last month. So Michael Lark, Akira Toriyama, I can't remember how to name it. The woman who does Sailor Moon, the guy who does One Punch Man, Chris Samney, Ed McGuinness. There's a few others in there. But yeah, it's good because I think that by doing that stuff, you learn what you like about that artist when you're reading them, and then you can incorporate that into your own style.
I did that recently with Keith Giffen and Simon Bisley.
Oh, that would be really fun.
And still a few kind of aspects of both. And there's the Keith Giffen's Trencher.
Ooh.
So yeah, added them into my repertoire of drawing funny books. So we've got another comment from Richo. It says, I guess
Yep,
drawing
sure do.
styles vary from time to time. Depends on what central concept is.
And Nick May just threw in a trencher is awesome.
Trencher is awesome. I just found out there was another comic of Trencher because I got the ones from Image. And then I think there's one from Black Ball Studios or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So I'll have to try and find that. So what about influences like Nick? What sort of got you into drawing and drawing like you do?
I reckon The Simpsons is what got me into drawing. Like if I can find all my old
That's cool.
pictures, and it's just they're all knockoffs of Bart Simpson and stuff. And then I can see how I like got into Rugrats as a kid, so I can see like a bit more wacky shapes. And then influences today. I forget the guy that makes the Chew books. What's his name?
Rob Guillory.
Yeah, his stuff gets me really enthused because it's so simple and strong. But now I feel like I'm always looking for new influences. Yeah, as I'm drawing blank here, I can see a lot of Astro Boy in the boots and stuff like that. It's got like Mega Man forearms. That's cool.
Did you bring up Nick's screen, Sis?
Yeah, sure.
Just playing with some blanks.
That's good figures. I like how everyone draws him different.
Yeah, that's it. I like his Frankensteinish ears. They you can do different things with them. Make him a pogo stick.
It's like T-Bob from Mask. It turns into a scooter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a robot. We could do some pretty wacky stuff. I could change the trajectory of the whole book.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what we were afraid of.
Bike mode.
So how's your panel going, Ken?
So let's see if I
Big
can.
screen, Ken.
So he's got the knife dragging it down his face.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
So has Blank got 3 fingers or 4? You got a thumb?
I drew him with just three,
Okay.
no thumb, but
All right.
you can. Is that enough? I think Nick was second.
Yeah,
All
I can
right.
jump in now.
Yeah, there you go.
So he was scratching him up as he can,
Just stabbing him in the head.
Scratching the knife, dragging the knife down his face.
dragging the knife down his face. Charming. Is there a violence level and all this stuff, Ed? Is this places you don't want
I
to
don't-
go? Or?
I don't know. So he's a robot and the other guy's a monster. So
Yeah, go for it. I haven't got any ideas yet, but
You say, go on, Nick. Be the guy that makes it an M-rated or R-rated book.
there's too many gadgets, exposed gadgets in this film.
I think they're only.
Just Nick, for your information, he's holding that bone too. If
Oh, he's
that's
still got that
important
bone?
for the story.
Oh, yeah.
He's still got the bone.
Great, thank you.
The only rule for the first episode was no nipples.
We've got a nice wide panel. We could just
Quick is going
start
dark,
with a
Nick
sword
says.
fight, like a bone on blade sword fight. Pirate action. I kind of just want to put Tom in like a really strange position where he has to like come up with something.
Oh, really? Yeah. Do it. This will be fun.
Challenge Tom. He'll love it.
I'm just going to get that. So if the rule is no nipples, I'm just going to get that out of my system now.
Whoa, robo nipple.
Nice.
They're not
G'day,
trying to
William,
change the
From
subject,
the
but-
comments.
Is there any comments there, Sis?
Hey, Ken, can I see that one more time, please, sir?
Yeah, mate.
Do you want full screen?
Sure.
That looks sick.
Take a screenshot. All right. Okay. Is that blade going up or down his face? It's going down.
Down.
Yeah.
Down.
Cool. All right. Thanks, boss.
Did you want any dialogue in your one, Ken?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give him a little. I'll give him one of them to fill in the background there.
You have to write it though.
Okay.
So you can think about it. And
All right. I'll think of something.
Depending on what Nick does, I had a very cruel idea in the middle of the day what I could do, but
I'm still thinking. What's my time limit? What's my thinking limit? I got probably
it's done. You're supposed to be drawing.
15 seconds.
Thinking limit's over.
Yeah, right.
Don't think, just draw.
Okay. Yes, sir.
If you're thinking about it, don't think about it.
I've got an idea, but I don't know how to draw it. So, well, not with one panel.
Yeah, here that's what makes it challenging, just the one panel.
That's it.
It's like one page is hard enough.
Yeah. Last week I heard you guys talking about me, and you said that I could probably draw 15 panels in this time.
They're
maybe I
expecting you to.
Divide this square up. I'll finish the story. Happy ending. Oh man.
So we always thought it would be the first panel and the last panel of the story would be the hardest, but apparently it's page 4, panel 2.
You know it.
Just got it stumped.
I reckon I'll just go for an action beat, and then that'll be that.
Ed, maybe you should draw the last panel, and then everything leading up to it, that's just how it ends. And so we actually don't know how well that's going to mesh.
It's an interesting idea.
All right, I'm off.
Robbie is impressed with those nipples, Tom. We just got in the comments.
That's good. That's the first time that someone's been impressed by them, so that's good. Have we confirmed Blank's gender? Does Blank have a gender?
Don't know.
Oh.
Dad, don't draw any rude parts on him.
Kitties can handle violence, but not nudity.
We can put Nick's screen up now that he started drawing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm still figuring it out.
It's all right.
All friends here.
Yeah, it won't put any pressure on you if everyone's watching you draw.
Right? I'm still figuring out the composition, so I don't feel like this is the final. What have you?
All right, we can have a look at Tom's nipples.
Get back to the nipples.
Look at that.
You gods.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know what's happening to them, that energy coming off them.
There might be his charging ports.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
Bit of an electrical shock coming out of them. Yeah.
So how long have you been drawing comics and stuff for, Tom?
I put out a short book back in 2012, and then ever since then.
Nice.
Yeah, and I've been running Mini Tom, my webcomic, for 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years. That's amazing.
Maybe has that got a website?
It's on the Instagram that you can read below.
Excellent.
Every
Well,
weekday morning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm loving the latest one. Just saying.
Yeah, unbiased opinion. Hang on, I can
Has nothing to do with this. That there's a little sizz in there.
nothing at all.
Oh, there you go. Everyone needs a little sizz in their life.
Absolutely.
But how about you, Ken? How long have you been making comics?
Since I turned 40, so about 14 years ago, I used to do it a lot when I was a kid, but when I finished school, my path went on a completely different tangent. So I didn't start drawing again until late in my life, and my influences were John Buscema and from the 80s, and
Yeah.
so I was attracted to comics when I started back at drawing, and it was I'm a DC guy, so it was the New 52 was out at that time, and I studied some of the DC artists and got my influence from some of them, And yeah, I've been doing it since then, on and off, just in my spare time, as much as I can. And
That's awesome.
so yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. It's never too late.
No, that's
Yes,
right.
Yeah, I was going to say it's inspiring. I actually want to draw again. I keep thinking it's too late. I keep thinking it's too late.
No, it's never too late.
No, it's never too late.
You should be practicing too, Sis, for when you do your panel for the.
Yeah, I've heard about this idea that I'm doing a panel. I roped the writer in to do a panel, maybe on the same show, so I don't look so bad.
A lot of writers can draw, Sis. So.
Yeah, I know, but I've been on a show with this guy, and we used to draw presents for people who came on. So.
Okay.
But he can probably draw sequential better than I. You watch, because I can just draw people standing straight on. That's about it.
How's your composition coming, Nick?
Good. You can cut to it now. You get an idea for where you're going. Cool. Maybe I can talk it through, but I'm thinking you could stab it with bone. With the bone.
For like a DeLuca effect.
A what effect? I don't know what that is.
That's where you can see the two things moving, like someone's running through. It's a DeLuca effect.
The DeLuca effect.
But like if you see, like Spider-Man jumping across the rooftops, and you see every place that he hits on the same panel.
Sure, I hear you. But I'm thinking of, I guess I'd rip that open and just adding a little something for Tom to work with.
Oh, I see.
Alrighty.
What do you think about that?
Okay.
You getting some ideas there, Tom?
Yeah.
I'm going to study how... What hand? I had two hands around the knife, didn't it? I'm just looking at this picture of the hawk eyeball. Trying to figure out where to put his hands and stuff.
It's a thing about doing sequential storytelling is keeping props in the same hand as the panel before and stuff, and doing things like that.
Well, I could lodge the knife in his shoulder. It's a busy frame, but I think it works.
It's like a double stab.
Do you think about dialogue, Nick?
I'll probably just add a splack or a shbloom out of here.
Okay.
Nice.
My panel's very busy, I've learnt. I don't think I can even fit.
We've got a yo and a good evening from Facebook user.
Hey, Facebook user.
Thanks for coming to watch the show, Facebook user.
Looks like fun, Facebook user. Oh, it's Sheldon here from Korea.
Hey, Sheldon from Korea.
Hey, Sheldon.
Oh, okay. I've just been informed that Peter Lane was the one who said looks like fun. I've got someone in the background looking at Facebook to see the names.
Excellent.
Now I'm going to do a bit of cheating, a little bit online, a little bit of, I don't know if the purists like when us digital artists do this, but I'm doing it.
It's the best bit of digital art, except for the
look.
You don't have to erase and redraw.
That's it.
All your layouts.
How would you feel if I drew all of these details here? This is a question for Ken and yourself, Ed. Can there be overlap? Is that a problem?
No. No, not really.
What about you, Ed? Can I do a little bit of wing poking out over the frame?
I'm going to allow it.
I love it.
I do that all the time in my panels.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's kosher, but the professionals do it and get away with it. So I figure, why can't I do it too?
Wow.
So I heard the trick for doing that is you only have like one thing of the panel breaking. So you wouldn't do top and you don't do top and bottom. Yeah, you just have like one side of the box.
I can do that. All right, that's where I'm leaning toward.
Cool.
And I might just here's some extra cheating. Play with this.
More digital magic.
Digital magic cheating.
Hence why Shane bought an iPad to try to encourage himself to draw again.
Oh, nice.
I guess I'm just cutting out the step of tracing and moving it around the page before I go for it.
So Alex Major was saying last episode that iPads suck.
No, I think he was pro iPad.
No, I'm pretty sure he said they were bad.
The iPads were bad?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a joke because
Oh,
we're trying to get the controversy going.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Yeah, that stuff and the jokes and
He
the
was,
words.
he was trying to stir up Logan.
How do you create pain in one eyeball? How do you?
Oh, sure. Can we have a look at Ken's one again? Because he was.
So I've started inking.
Oh, you've got anger down.
I see.
Cool.
So he's saying, lucky my metal is adamantium, but is that copyrighted? Is adamantium copyrighted?
I think it's in the zeitgeist, the pop culture. Everyone knows what it is.
We could just smell it wrong.
Yeah, spell it slightly wrong. And we're laughing.
Adam.
Yeah. Okay.
Adamantium.
Adamantium. Yep. All right.
I don't think it'd be an issue. I'm sure I've seen it elsewhere.
Yeah,
It
I know.
Marvel.
Archer brings it up in that cartoon. Like my metal is adamantium. Excellent.
It's chroma.
It is trademarked by Marvel.
Oh, someone just said it's trademarked by Marvel. Well, there you go.
I'll change the name.
So that's an egg on yours, Nick.
Yeah, it's an egg, baby.
Awesome.
Let's have a look at Tom's full screen.
Yep.
So the egg is falling and it's opening.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Yes.
Getting exciting.
And then he's lying here.
Excellent angling of the pad there so that we can still see the nipples. Thank you.
Oh,
you ruined it.
Much nipples.
I don't get many chances to show off the nips, so. And let's get back to the eyeball guy. So he's going to fall over here.
We've got a lot of M's coming for what is potentially a bot.
Is it Blanky?
I don't know, or just someone with a strange name on YouTube. I'll reach out to them. 519. What's wrong?
What's he sending you? M's. Is that what he said?
Just the letter M's.
Like that.
Hmm.
They might
Oh,
just
one of
be
them had
enjoying
the P, which is making me thirsty.
the tasty drawings.
Tasty drawings.
I like the egg in the foreground.
Yeah, that's cool. Does that mean that next week someone's gonna have to decide if there's
What's in the
something in
egg?
that egg?
Yeah,
If
I reckon.
Yeah, is there anything coming out? Or you're leaving it to next week?
I'm still debating that.
Take your time.
I was debating of whether I'd have a chance for him to be like, oh no, it was just like that time, and have him go into a flashback, because that's what comics do. You get to a really good bit and they cut to a flashback.
I'm just watching the drawing instead of asking questions.
This is what I do when I watch Tom on Tuesdays. I forget to talk. I just get interested in watching. Because I'm watching all three drawings. Well, not all three. I can't see Ken's, but I can see the other two.
Let's check in on Nick.
I'm trying to draw a hand, so it's just like my least favorite thing to do. My main character, Detective Budgie, has no hands, so I don't have to do this. I think it was like subconscious. You say he doesn't have thumbs, but then we gave him thumbs. I'll just do the. Oh man!
But yeah,
I haven't given him the hand piece.
3 digits. 3 digits.
The palm. So it's like,
Mm.
where do you put the business? But if we're just trying to make it look angry. Maybe less is more.
Well, he's kind of got the big, just like tubes for, like the forearm and hand is the one bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll come back to it. And knowing you're watching makes me more inclined to come back to it.
Well, let's check in on Ken.
Yep.
Yeah, he's progressing.
Hey.
He's lettered it himself. That's looking good.
Lucky my metal is mutane.
Mutantanium. Yeah, I love it.
Mutantanium.
You'll have to trademark that.
Yes. Some nice line work there.
Thank you.
Well, I know you're drawing, Ken, but I thought it'd be rude because you're kind of new to comics. So I was just wondering if we could ask a little bit extra about you tonight.
Sure.
Like, you said, oh, sorry.
Well, I have been around for a while. I've done work for Dark Oz, Darren Koziel's Decay,
cool.
and Retro Sci-Fi Tales. I've had a few pages in that. But a lot. Most of the stuff I've done is small press stuff overseas. There's not a lot of Aussie stuff I've done. Like I said before, I'm doing stuff for Reverie at the moment, but that's relatively recent.
Yep.
I did do a creator-owned comic series called Extinct, and I chugged it round with me to comic conventions in Queensland there for a few years, but I haven't done any creator-owned stuff for a while. I seem to be tied up doing other stuff. But mainly sequential stuff. I haven't done many covers.
Okay.
So
You look like you'd do a wicked cover, from what I'm seeing.
yeah, I'd like to have the opportunity to one day. Like I can ink and colour my own work. I've taught myself how to colour digitally, which is a bit of a mission. But I ink my own stuff with traditional brush and crow quill. So that's a bit of a learning curve as well. So, but I do enter competitions now and then. I'll enter stuff into talent shows or talent competitions when they're advertised, and yeah, I don't do too many conventions as an exhibitor. But when I get more of a body of work, I probably will. And I had a portfolio review with Chris Sequeira, he's got his own. He started his own publishing company, IFWG, I believe it is, and he's got a comics arm of that called IPI Comics. So he likes my work, and I could be working with him in the future. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, awesome!
That's
I know Chris.
Yeah, and
Nice guy.
And yeah, I do a little bit of stuff that I submit to open submissions websites on for the larger press publishers that do have open submissions policies. I do work up for them and send it in. So one day I might get a professional gig, but at the moment I'm happy doing the other stuff. But
nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't get down south enough because everything that's going on in comics seems to happen down there. I'm based on the Gold Coast, so I catch up with the Queensland creators mostly. Paul Mason and who else is up this way? Dan Watts and a few of the other guys. But, yeah.
Cool.
Trucking along.
If you've just got a moment, we've got Peter Lawson asking us how we're going, and I think yours, Ken, would be the best one to show because you're straight after his panel. There you go, Peter.
Great.
Thanks for that, Ken.
Yeah.
Looking awesome.
Yeah, Tom's already inking.
Oh, wow.
It's looking cool.
I love it. Taking the wing out as well.
Whoa. I'll just adapt a little bit the trajectory of my bone swing.
That happened last week with Logan when he was seeing stuff on that, because he went first, and when he saw stuff on the other artist panels, he's like, "Oh, I'll just add that in then." And
oh yeah, the bone and the
the
knife. I think the knife. Yeah.
Peter says he loves it, Ken.
Thank you. I'm liking his work too at the moment. He's got some good stuff in Reverie as well, and the Torn Universe.
Yep.
yeah, Peter Lawson's he's been killing it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that he was going really, really cartoony feel, but I think that finished product didn't look overly cartoony. How he finished it.
No, I think his original work was a bit cartoony, but he's worked really hard to on his anatomy and his facial features and everything. That
Oh yeah, and his comics in general. Oh, sorry, I was meaning his work last week.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, the detail he puts into stuff now, it's just wow. Watching that coral fight, he's given us previews of one of the Tawns. I don't know which one. Looks amazing. I've always wondered what sort of pens Tom uses. They're magic. That's from Richo.
What pens?
Is that
If
true,
you
Tom?
go-
You're using magic pens? 'Cause that
No,
might
no.
be
The truth is, you have to sell a lot of your soul to the devil, and then these are zebra pens. I get them from Daiso. They're cheap but reliable felt tips.
Nice. Peter Lawson saying, "Bugger the romance, love the violence."
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll second that. Maybe it's an old bloke thing.
You tried, Alex. You tried.
Did you add those sharp elbows, Ken? Was that your addition?
No, I got that off Peter. I think in the previous panel, Peter had the
Oh no,
sharp elbow.
that was in the original from Deshaun.
Oh, it was too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Carrying
Oh,
through.
okay.
Let's have a look. Got the,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna give him blunt elbows just to be special. Sorry, Deshaun. Sorry, everyone up to now. Oh, but it looks like Tom's keeping the sharp
Hang on.
elbow.
Hang on. Which arm had the sharp elbow? No. Because if I could draw I could finish the continuity here, and because the arm that you've drawn blunt is going this way, so I can draw just a little tip there that's just fallen off, and we're good.
I've already sharpened him up. Don't worry.
let's see what Nick's drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, I just drew a sharp elbow actually.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
I would
That's
draw
really-
hands, but not while you guys are watching. That's
That emotion on the
not fun.
eyeball's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got some expression out of it.
Mm.
That's
I
something I
love
do
the
draw a
album.
lot. Though is I'll give my characters like a really thick brow. It's something I quite like doing. Like Wallace and Gromit's got that huge, just fleshy brow expression thing.
Did you note that the eyeball's holding the blade of the knife, not the handle?
Oh, I didn't. It's just
Is
me
that a
like
choice?
knowing you're watching me draw hands. No, now I'm looking at it like, do I leave it? Do I make the handle really long? No, I'll make it's quite a deeper cut than I'd planned. I'll adjust.
So I would have just set it to choice and gone with it.
What kind of blade is this? It's got like a weird.
Let's have a look. It's like
It's
a
kinda
commando, like a Rambo knife.
Oh, it is too. I saw the metal helm and thought it looked a bit wooden or elfy or something.
It looks like it'd hurt lots if you got stabbed by it.
I concur. I might give mine.
This is a knife. Oh dear.
don't want these lines to overlap, to intersect. That's better.
There you go.
That would be bad. And I've tried to incorporate Ken's veiny eye scarness.
Mm.
We got like 10 minutes. Oh man, where does time go?
So you don't have to finish it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
was going to say, you don't have to finish it.
Just got to get the
During the
idea.
show, that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's a relief. Hand time. Let's draw hands in front of people. It'd be good. It'd be great. I actually think it'd be better if this hand was like doing some of that in there.
I can see Tom's got a lot of.
I was going to say, I want to go back to Tom.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're getting 7 grayscales in there. Is that a bit of wet brush, Tom?
Yeah, these are watercolor pencils.
Excellent.
They're what I use for the cheap, the quick rendering. I'm debating whether I put eyes or tentacles coming out of this thing.
The story's really picking up now. Because it was such a gamble to do a show like this. You don't know what's going to happen, but every episode's been so good with the artists just doing crazy stuff.
Are you going to draw Tom Tum coming out of that egg? Are you going to introduce yourself?
And that's how I took over the world of the blank.
Alex is saying it's all looking pretty sweet. So he's not too upset about the romance being destroyed.
Could be sweeter. Could be a lot sweeter.
The romance could always come back.
Yeah, you never
True.
know.
Maybe it's his egg.
Oh, is that his ex?
This is
This is the birthing ceremony. This is how they do it in the future. Robots and meatballs making babies.
Alex, if you're still there, did you get to see your panel from last week?
Did he get to see his panel?
Yeah, because I edited it.
Oh, I see.
He got to see it when he drew it, but
Yeah, he was aware of his art.
unless he was in some sort of fugue state, and that's why.
Could happen.
He's
Still holding on to his bone. Oh,
there you
sorry.
go.
So I figured it's a homage to the romance. And he's like, no, he hasn't seen it yet.
It's up on the screen now.
Such soft, smooth metal. That's a bit of a Salad Fingers vibe for me. You guys know what that is?
Oh, yeah, that is. I remember being shown that, and just a lot of expletives came out of my mouth.
A new app just came out, actually. They're still making Salad Fingers. Believe it or not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's still going strong. Or however they were going.
Alex says he wasn't paying attention when he was drawing, so I didn't see it.
Let's have a look at Nick's.
Yep.
See how the hand turned out.
More like claws. I lifted the what to call it?
It's looking good.
That hand.
I love throwing that egg in. That was awesome.
Well, I was thinking if I was going to go first, I might draw it. Just cutting itself open or something was an idea I had. And then I was like, well, what could be spilling out? And then so here we go. And the knife is now in the correct holding position.
Ah. I see it's gone from it started at the stab and then flicked out.
Yeah. It's plucked it out. That's how we egg.
It all makes perfect sense now.
Trying to think what I can do if I want to work into the grey areas. Can I see the last page? Have those guys? I think there's quite a lot of grey going on. I might just try the one grey.
You can do whatever you want and make it your own.
Fun of.
I hate those little pixel leaks when you're trying to fill stuff in.
Yeah, right.
Got a
Wrong layer.
lettering looks good by Alex, and a great job, guys, from Peter Lawson.
Thank you, Alex and Peter.
Thanks, Pete.
Almost at the see where we're at stage, Ed?
Yeah.
Or am I being too impatient?
Yeah, I think we're about ready for the boys to send in their stuff so we can stitch together a page.
Oh, you want us to send it through?
Yeah, if you can if you've drawn that at the same size as the layout, you could just send the whole thing through, and it should.
Sure. Hey Tom, I'm just adding some Yoshi spots to that egg. I don't know if that ruins your day or anything.
Yep, can do.
I just thought it needed a little monstrous something.
Yep.
What's going on down there? I'm just gonna. We have got tentacles.
And eyes. Plan to go both. White shoes.
Oh, tentacle eyes! Yeah. We're doing Cthulhu in this genre now.
There's some specs. Marvelous.
Oh, let me do one thing.
If Tom and Ken just send
Send
through
through what we got.
Yep.
Yeah, just what you got so far.
take a photo.
Yep.
And we'll see how it works with the. This is the first time we've had traditional artists on the show.
Yeah, I hope this works.
Yeah.
Ben Sullivan loves it. The plot thickens. I'll go back out to this screen. All the pieces are coming together. Loving it, Richo.
All right, once.
While everyone's doing that, I might stick a site up. What do you reckon, Ed?
Yeah.
Just something to look at while everyone's doing that. And I should have got this ready beforehand.
Where do I send this?
Just send it to me on Facebook. On
On
Messenger.
Facebook? Okay, cool. I thought I'd do it.
I will just quickly add you.
You gotta accept my friend request. No, you're right. I've been waiting for this.
We put Budgie up first.
Uh-oh. Hey, there's my webby site. Go on, have a little browse. Show them how to work it, Sizzle.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Things spinning around. It's lovely.
Put stuff in the shop, mate.
Put stuff in the shop. I think I own everything you've done.
Oh, show the people how to shop.
Show the people how to shop. Okay.
Put something into the cart and then.
Yeah, put some stuff in the cart and then show them how to pay for it, and then I'll
And then-
and
then
Put up
buy
my
it.
credit card details. Yeah, no problem. I don't know which is my favorite here. It's either Flyboys or Propeller Ella.
Well, there you go.
I need to get those.
I don't know.
I sent that to you, Ed.
Thank you.
These are
Ed,
all
I
great
sent
books.
mine.
Yeah, I
Ed,
got
I
your
sent mine
Thanks.
via Messenger.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
Cool. So this is good old Quick Nick's site. These are his books. All great books. I have them all. I've enjoyed them all.
There you go.
Robert Downey Jr. Goes to the movies was quite funny. And I love the story behind your dad's trek, Terry's trek.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I was at a booth on the weekend for the comic and toy fair, and some people came up to me who'd read the book, and they were like, "Oh man, this is really sweet. Great tale. Got to know your family, got to know your dad." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's really cool. I'll have to reread it. I don't know who any of yous are. What we got about the artist? I'm not going to put in stuff in the cart. So you can come here and read all about him. And Budgie.
little Alex Mays glittered throughout."
Did that come from the site?
They were made for Drink and Draw, and then he just sent them to me separate.
Okay. Let's go back to the home page. Yes, that is detectivebudgie.net. For anyone watching, you want to check it out. That's what it looks like. What I might do is I will share a link in the comments. Most people will get these.
Ed, I've just added you on Facebook, so I can shoot through when you're ready.
There we go. Okay, let's get on to some. Oh, look, we've got Nick again. This time it's his Instagram. So here's some fun. Oh, we got some TikTok videos. I won't bother playing those because I don't know what's going on with my thing. Oh, what's this one? Oh, it's a movie, is it? Swamp Thing with the Fantastic Four-ish.
Well, there's a preview of some of the Robert Downey Jr.'s.
Ah, yes.
Hey, click that top middle one, and then I want you to do all the voices for me, Sizzle. Talk me through what's going on.
All the voices. Oh, I can't do all the voices for this.
Just explain to the people at home what's going on the page for me. Just to put you on the spot a little.
What's going on the page? Well, this is a classic scene from Star Wars, but well, not Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, if I remember correctly.
Very good.
And looks like Stark is Han Solo coming out of the. I never remember what that stuff's called.
Who cares?
Thermonite? Is that it?
Carbonite.
Carbonite. Ah, so close.
Adam,
yeah. And is that meant to be Princess Leia or someone else?
that's the Leia. She's in disguise as some sort of dude.
Some sort of alien. Oh, Shawarma. Yeah, of course.
And then, of course, yes, a reference to Avengers after he was
reference
revived.
back to Avengers. I like it.
Yes.
Classic.
That's what the book's all about. Just weird film swappage.
Oh yeah, it's great fun, and when you pull it apart like that, it's not so fun. But when you read it, it's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
There you go.
When I read that, it was a good laugh. When I tried to explain it, then not so much. So lots of cool stuff in there. Next, we have Ken. Instagram. Some very cool pencil work here. I don't know how well that comes up on the screen, but it comes up awesome for me.
We'll click on that phantom.
Cool.
How cool is that?
Looks sick.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I like drawing Phantom. He's, of course, I grew up with him as well. I grew up in the Darling Downs in central Queensland, or central South Queensland, and all I could get was Phantom comics when I was younger. Phantom and Marvel, and Conan comics, Conan the Barbarian. So.
Cool, very cool. What was this one?
That was a talent search for Mad Cave Studios, which is a South American, I think it's South American comic book company, and every year they have a talent search, and you can draw 4 or 5 pages of their characters, and this character's I forget what he's called, but he's a samurai type character. So I did a couple of pages of him getting attacked by ninjas.
I think his name is the Ninja Killer, going by the little ball of ninjas. Yeah. Cool. We'll pop over to Tom. And this is the man who draws one of these a day for the last 10 years. We'll just have to bring this one up. This one's extremely important.
Yes, that's an important one.
No.
Yes. YouTube.com comicsnet.au. That's where you want to go,
Yeah.
which most of you are already there.
And hopefully liking and subscribing to.
Yes. Liking, subscribing, doing all those beautiful things that help us make more content. And share it around. Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. Tell people in the street. Just tell them. Very cool, Tom. I collected those. Oh, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but yeah, the things from the shopping center. And we just lost Tom for a second. Cool. And we were going to, are you ready for this one, Ed, to explain where you are in this?
We could just cut to the thing. I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool. I'll take me off the screen.
Put me on full screen.
And I am where Tom is.
There we go, everyone.
Look at that. That is so cool. I love the way these pages keep coming out with each panel so different. Like the colors, well, not colors, but shades. You know what I mean?
Work?
It's going to work awesomely.
Wow. Then we get the eyeball flick. And then the unspeakable horror.
Things.
Fun.
Next week's going to be scary.
No.
Can next week be in color? Can we have red octopus only?
Could next week go back to the love story? After this?
Well, I was going to say, I've seen movies with scarier looking things than that in their love stories.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to find out next week.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll stop the show here. Thank Nick Cleary and Ken Best and Tom Tung for coming in and lending their drawing skills to the project.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Good fun. Can't wait to see it finished.
And like, comment, subscribe. Everyone's Instagrams is on the bottom there. Mine's at Ed Keasley Art as well. On the
sorry, Ed.
That's all right. And I think it's time to hit the outro movie. Sis.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for watching. See you later.
See ya.
Thanks for watching, everyone.